Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going over my absolute staple glute exercises. Now these exercises you guys cannot be skipping out on. They are so essential, and I just think they're staple lower body exercises. And I feel like the further along that I've been training, the more I realize how simple it can be and how simple it really should be. And although it is really fun to switch up your workout all the time and do a lot of accessory movements and stuff like that, like staples are literally your bread and butter. And I got this idea because I haven't been training in a minute because I was on vacation. So, you know, whenever I get back into training, I always go with staples. And I was like, I don't think I've done a video on just my absolute staples for glutes like that I cannot live without. And I feel like if you don't include like some of these or all of these, there could definitely be a reason why you're not seeing like growth in your lower body, or, you know, just growth in your strength and all that. You guys already know what's gonna be fueling my workout, and that is my Built Bar here. This is the flavor coconut. If you guys haven't heard me talking about them already, like, I don't know where you've been, because these are literally everything and more. They're like a candy bar, y'all, and they have 18 different permanent flavors. 18. And I encourage you guys, if you check them out and try them, which you should, I would definitely get a variety of different flavors because they are so different, and find what's your favorite flavor. Mine is a mint brownie. I absolutely love mint brownie. It is so fire. But if you're not like a mint person, obviously, like this one here is coconut. They have carrot cake. They literally have so many different flavors, so you need to check them out. And on top of that, you already know I got you covered with a discount code. My discount code is MROSE20, and that'll get you 20% off your order. So y'all have every reason to freaking check them out. I know we're talking about staple exercises here, but even more important than exercises is the nutrition. Y'all know that. So you need to make sure you're keeping your protein intake up, and be honest with yourself, you guys. If you know that you suck at getting in all your protein with your meals, protein bars and protein shakes are gonna be your go-to. I have no shame in my game. I eat protein bars almost every single day, protein shakes, like literally anything that can help me because I don't have the biggest appetite. So I'm gonna be eating this and taking some pre-workout. Y'all better try these Built Bars. Hit me up and tag me if you guys try them. They are so good. But yeah, let me go ahead and say thank you so much to Built Bar for sponsoring a portion of this video. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. For our first staple here, I know what you guys are thinking. Squats. Sis, I hear all the time that squats are not what grows your glutes, hip thrusts are. And trust me, I believe the same thing. I'm not saying that squats are more superior to hip thrusts, but the reason why I'm including them in my staple exercises for my glutes is because it is such a fundamental movement and exercise that should not be ignored. And we should definitely try to aim to build strength and, you know, build our form with squats, because squats just overall going to help grow your lower body and grow strength in that. And after all, our legs and our glutes are connected, and the stronger your legs are going to be, the stronger your glutes are going to get. And I personally do feel, you know, squats in my glutes, but there's a few things that I do to obviously get more connection with my glutes. And a few examples is elevating my heels so I get a deeper squat because I have limited ankle mobility, tilting my feet outwards and having a little bit more of a wider stance. And then also mind to muscle connection. I talk about it all the time. It's so important. Taking your reps slow with intention and making sure, you know, even if you can kind of, you know, slowly descend and pause at the bottom, but anything to keep time under tension. You know, vice versa. If you wanted it to be more of an exercise that worked your quads, you can do that with squats. You can do front squats, or you can do a narrow stance squat. That's going to focus more, you know, of the weight on the front of your legs, and you're going to use more quads. So yes, I'm definitely including squats in staples for glutes because I do not think that you should neglect them at all. I don't think you should solely just focus on hip thrusts and then throw everything out the window because it's not, you know, you feel like it doesn't have as much connection. Yeah, I just would have to say squats is definitely one of my fundamental staples when it comes to not just glutes, but lower body in general. The reason why I wanted to show you guys two different variations of these squats is because I really do like both of these for different reasons. The back squat, I do feel like I'm able to obviously push more weight that way because I can't hold all of that weight in my arms. But then I really do love the dumbbell squat because the weight is loaded down under me. I really feel like I'm able to push up through my heels and really get that connection. So I love to do those for like a burnout, and I usually do the dumbbell squats with a higher rep. Just play around though. It's all about playing around and finding what is going to help you feel the connection in the areas you want to feel it. Of course, while keeping your form, your back straight, your chest up, and all those great things, but definitely don't skip out on squat. Okay guys, so this next exercise is definitely a newly found favorite and staple of mine for the glutes and lower body, and that is good mornings. Now, we'll have to say for this one, y'all need to put your pride aside and really start off light because it's so important to get the form down on this one, and like, you know, figure out what works for you, because it's really easy to, you know, strain or hurt your lower back in this. So like I said, it's really important. Just start off with the bar if you can. With the bar, I definitely have it much lower on my back than I do, you know, for squats. That way it's not like on my neck, putting pressure on my neck when you go down. But it's important that you stop when you feel the stretch and you're not just like going down too low and then using, like I said, using your back, because it's very, very easy to do with this exercise. But nonetheless, I definitely feel when I'm doing them right and I'm putting my ego aside and I'm using the correct weight, because I've definitely hurt myself with these, I can feel the connection in my glutes so very much. And I absolutely love this exercise. I think it's so nice. It feels comfortable. And I also feel like it definitely does target my glutes. And the cool thing about this is if you do suffer from like no flexibility like me, you really don't have to have that much flexibility for this one, at least when it comes to your ankles and everything else. So the next exercise I'm doing for my staple is reverse lunges. Now, any type of lunges are going to be great for your glutes, but especially reverse lunges, I just personally feel like I'm able to push through my heel. And you'll see a common theme with pushing through your heel is that you're able to put the weight more on the back of your body, which is your hamstrings and your glutes. So I personally feel like reverse lunges give me the most connection in my glutes and hammies, but you might feel Bulgarian split squats do that more for you, or walking lunges. But that's why I say I strongly encourage you to feel out what works best for you, where you feel the connection more, because all of our body mechanics are different. We're all a little bit different. So just mess around with that. But reverse lunges are my go-to for lunges when I'm trying to target my glutes. So my next staple for glutes is sumo deadlifts. The only difference between this and a regular straight leg deadlift is the grip and the stance. So you're going to grip inside your legs and then you have a wider stance. I absolutely love sumo deadlifts. Like deadlifts in general, just like squats, I feel are such a fundamental exercise that should not be skipped whatsoever, because they are body transforming. They literally use so many muscles. You're using your core, your legs, your glutes, and in specific with sumos, again, because we are adjusting the stance, you'll see a common theme. Widening in stance, pushing through your heels is all going to put more emphasis on your glutes and your hamstrings as opposed to your quads. And so it's about finding those movements that you're able to push more weight in and increase your strength and increase, reps with those staple exercises. That's what's really going to get the growth that you want to see. So sumo deadlifts are an absolute must. Perfecting your form on this before going higher in weight is definitely a must as well. And this would absolutely not be a glute video if we did not have hip thrusts in here. But not just any old hip thrusts. Banded barbell hip thrust. Now, this is my absolute staple exercise, forever will be, for my glutes. And I wanted to show you guys that I'm using a lighter weight than what I usually use, but when I tell you guys this burn is so real. So what I always do with my hip thrust is I always add a band, because that keeps constant tension on my side glutes. And then also what I'm doing here, because I'm using lighter weight, was I was doing a full rep and then a half rep, and that again is just keeping more time under tension, and therefore it's causing my glutes to stay under stress longer, and those muscle fibers are just being pretty much torn apart and they were burning, and I literally felt like I was lifting like the heaviest amount of weight possible by the 12th rep. So definitely try this. If you guys have not tried to do your hip thrust like this, try the 1 and 1/2 reps. So like I said, you just kind of go up and then you pulse, and I did 12 of those. So yeah, hip thrusts are the move. They are it. You cannot, if you are not doing hip thrusts, that's the reason your glutes ain't growing. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Alrighty, so for our last staple exercise, this is the one and only accessory movement that is one of my staples for glutes, and that is cable kickbacks. You don't even need much weight for this exercise to really feel it, because of the resistance with the cable. But yeah, this is my last staple, and that is cable kickback. Okay, I'm so tired. I literally need to sit down for this outro because I am demolished. I don't think I've ever done a workout. Well, I know I've never done a workout with all my staple glute exercises. So this was like insane. I dare you to give it a try. I wanted to kind of touch on reps and weight and stuff like that because I feel like that is equally as important. I feel like in the beginning of my fitness journey, I always felt like I needed to go super heavy in order to see any type of growth. But I think we have to really like break it down and realize what causes muscle growth, and that is pretty much just stressing your muscles. So sometimes it can be moderate weight with a little higher reps, sometimes it can be heavier weight with less reps, but all in all, you want to make sure that you're listening to your body, and your muscles need to be tricked and, you know, challenged in different ways. So you don't, like I said, you don't want to just do moderate weight all the time, never increase your weight and do a bunch of reps. Vice versa, you don't want to be doing super heavy weight all the time and a little bit of reps, because like I said, you need to trick your muscles. So that's why it's so important to listen to your body, and also like stick with the staples, but make sure that you are bringing the intensity every single time and you're making every single rep count. As you can see, I didn't go too heavy on my hip thrust today. I can do way more weight than that, but you guys, when I tell you I felt it so much because I was keeping my time under tension with that half rep, it makes all of the difference. And I just wanted to say that because it's something I've definitely learned the hard way with my training journey, because I always just try to go super heavy, and you know, it just takes more time for me to recover, and I just really didn't see as much muscle growth there as I see now. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys want to check out those built bars that powered today's workout, you know the link is going to be in the description, and use my code to save you some money. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry about the audio. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and learned something new, and of course I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.